way to get anybody into China and out of China, the envoys that were negotiating with the United States and the world, it was the only way in. CNAC was the only outfit that went that way.
In the early days, it was just like a venture, something you like to do.
It was, the rumor went all around about the infamous, famous Hump. They called it the Hump. People were getting killed, the weather was bad, this, that. They were frightening stories that would come forth.
There was a natural enemy because no place in the world is the meteorological conditions so adverse to flying. The Tibetan cold air coming in on top of it caused a tremendous turbulence round and round in the highest updrafts in the world.
They called it the Aluminum Trail because on your way east there, against the morning sunlight, you could see the glitter of aluminum as we headed into the sun. These are from the aircraft that crashed on the Hump.
For this generation, despite that most of us in Asia or in China are aware that there was a Second World War, but they didn't know what sacrifice a lot of the people has to make in order to create peace for our generation. And I feel that the Hump pilots and their endeavor epitomize that particular effort.
I was born in Taisan, west of Macau. My father took me to the United States in 1924 when I was 9. I was the first flight over the western part of the Hump.
I have done 337 round trips over the Himalayas, and my brother has done 420. I would have done more. The only thing is we won the war.
I wound up at the end of the war with 680 trips across the Hump. I would have possibly made more, but at that time I went to pick up an airplane back in America.
Where's the librarian? 1991.
Before, nobody was interested, but I don't know how come all of a sudden that this last 5-6 years people are interested in what happened 65 years ago.
I want to see the engine, or you want to
Yeah,
see
yeah,
me?
I see you too. At the Hong Kong Foreign Correspondent Club, we have an event that we try to let the story be told to a larger group of journalists. And I was caught by surprise at how great the response has been, that the whole evening was sold out.
In CNAC, did you have any procedures at all for the loss of an engine? Were there any options for you?
The main decision was to try and dump the cargo, but I swore I'd never jump out of an airplane unless it was catching a fire. The reason I say this is that once we found out that some of the parachutes, the people, ground staff, were stealing the silk and filling them up with newspapers. I thought that there'd be a hell of a situation. Find myself hurtling through 120 miles an hour from the earth, reading the Calcutta News.
It is still a very compelling story. And to be able to, rather than just read from a book, but to hear it directly from their mouth, is apparently very captivating, and there was a whole crowd turn out for that event.
The people are interested that the forgotten theater be told too. And when you tell us there's a band of flyers over there that like no other in the world, it's just like science fiction rather than honest to goodness fact. It was unheard of. We flew through thunderhead, rainstorm, hail, ice, did instrument takeoffs. We talked each other onto the runway. We didn't know they had to fly in such difficult, unheard of conditions, eh? So that is why all of us in our old age, we try to present this to the people so that they know that it was no joke.
One more? Okay, ready, start!
Thank you.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Pleasure to see you. Canadian, okay.
You
spring chicken. I'm
Spring
youngest.
chicken, huh?
Yeah.
You're the rookie.
You're the rookie.
I'm only 85, so these are in their 90s, so I don't
Amazing.
qualify.
Oh yes, I'm very proud to have been a part of this operation in the beginning with CNAC. We earned our money. We earned it the hard way. It wasn't given to us.
Well, there was no other route, so it was important to have a route into China. We were there when we were needed the most.